Okay, welcome back to turn 35 of Heavy Hitters. I don't remember what it was bloody called then. What we're doing here is this, we're pretty much just trying to get angles on things at the moment. The Jackson is now in the middle of the town and it's eyeballing this intersection. It kind of has patchy line of sight. Hopefully if Titan moves the Panther forward, it'll be able to put a round into it. This Jeep is hopefully going to stay where it is and not panic and reverse, because if it does reverse, it's going to go up or backwards and it's going to get splattered by something. Hopefully it's just going to nail this guy, which is it's actually started firing at, so hopefully it'll hit it. The mortar team is getting into the Jeep. We're going to move this Sherman up. We're going to move that Sherman up. The King Tiger is now pushing down the hill, so who knows what's going to happen with that. We're trying to get one of the Hellcats, the HQ Hellcat, to splatter that Hummel. The Hellcat is coming back into town. Yeah, you know, we're just kind of doing a bit of a reorient at the same time as Titan's pushing his infantry up, and we're trying to hit them a bit too. So I'm just going to press go here, and we'll try and see what we get. Of course, we've got this Sherman in here, which is getting machine gunned, which should be shooting up this MG position here, which is what's shooting it back at it. And there goes the Jackson. I have to see what did that, because yeah, yep, and another hit, so that could make things interesting, and another hit. So pretty much nothing happened there, except the Jackson got annihilated by something. I'm not sure what. Potentially it was... yeah, I think it was this Panther. Which, how it saw it, I have no idea. But it's definitely gone now. Yeah, straight in through there, and the Jackson never saw... well, the turret has barely moved, so I assume it saw nothing. Which is somewhat disappointing. Yeah, so there it is, happily shooting away at it, and... oh, the Jackson has now seen it. And got a shot off, but missed. And then, pow! Just the driver's alive. The whole turret's been ventilated. Great. So that's fairly disappointing because, well, for obvious reasons. I mean, obviously that's a good position for the Panther, and I should never have left it. I don't even know where the Jackson is. Should never have really left the Jackson in a position where it could... well, I actually didn't think it could see it at all from there, so yeah, twitchy line of sight stuff. But yeah, once again, it's you know, I think I've moved into line of sight range of the enemy and not the other way around. That's where it's going wrong, but that's how the cookie crumbles. We probably splattered this MG team at least. They've decided to find somewhere else to be. And what about the Greyhound? Wow. So the it looks actually like the Hummel there may have spotted the Greyhound, and the Greyhound hasn't spotted the Hummel. Which is fatally ridiculous. But I think it's worth... Oh my god. I think it's worth popping it in there because... I mean, on the one hand, yes, once again, we've moved it into a position, we've moved into a position where the enemy, we've moved into enemy line of sight, not the other way around. But at the same time, how that is not spotting that, I have no idea. Was a little bit short. It's going to take a long, it takes quite a while to reload it because it's a 150mm gun. And if we look here, it's just setting itself up to reverse. So that means the gun is now out of alignment. It's not on target. Hopefully the Hellcat. Hopefully the M8 is going to spot it. It's got some kind of spotting icon there. So. Be nice to kill that thing. What else did we get? Yes, the little... Do you actually get him? Come on, shoot him. No, shoot him. Wow. There's sometimes when it feels like you've drawn the short straw with the pixel tripping. Apart from that, we're not really seeing anything there, are we? Okay. So bye-bye Jacksons, you have failed me spectacularly through the whole game. Probably my fault, but at the same time, disappointing. We're going to leave that Greyhound there, because, come on, it's got to see that. We'll see now if Titan is going to be more aggressive, because the Jackson is down. He definitely knew I had one more Jackson. Whether I have more Jacksons, he's probably unsure. That mortar team has not quite got back in there yet. Yeah. That Greyhound's out of range now for the Hummel. But at least these guys are getting shot up. That's like a proper HQ team, like quite a big one, like company or battalion even. So quite good that we're shooting them up. The Panzer IV hasn't moved. I'm pretty sure that the King Tiger has pushed in that way. Yeah, so not fantastic. extend these orders a bit. Not a fantastic turn there, by a significant margin. But at the same time, when we consider it, the Jacksons haven't really contributed anything material, at least. Maybe they've been some kind of psychological impediment on Titan. But at the same time, yeah. And what to do with the... yeah, that Hellcat was going to go and have a look at that Panther there, wasn't it? So... yeah, and these guys have gotten the right way around, so we can dismount them and pop them up. Or pop them up somewhere at least. I really want to get them set up. Where they can't... where they're not going to get spotted by that Panther. But, whatever. Yeah. Titan still has not made it into the village. Into Rocherath. So, And probes and things, it's all about the casualties you inflict on the enemy, so... difficult to tell. Let's go have a look at the attack, where... hopefully, Titan's Jackson is going to be a steaming pile of expanding gas. Hey, so welcome to turn 35 of the attack for heavy hitters. There's the stuff going in the church still. We are pushing up the bell tower, and there might be more American pixel tripping up there, but that's okay. We've got a foothold in there. We're denying that objective. Obviously, the big issue still is the Hellcat, which may or may not have moved, and the Jackson here, which just took a pot shot at these guys. Everything over here is going to be opening up at the Jackson. It's open topped. I want the crew to be ducking down and not have their heads up, lose some of that visibility, because the tanks are going to be coming over into a hull down position where hopefully they'll be able to hit, and we've got some infantry that's going to be popping up on its flank as well, so hopefully that's going to pressure Titan into doing something silly. Worst possible case scenario, something pops up here on the flank, like another Jackson for example, and starts putting fire this way, but not 100% sure obviously that's going to happen. Titan is probably feeling pretty pleased with himself after what happened in my defense, because he totaled the Jackson, so we will see what happens here. Yeah, that's good. Keep shooting at the infantry. I've got another contact there in the church. The other church, the little one. And either they can't see each other or... boom! Okay, the tiger got him. Right, so that's a Jackson for a Jackson. And we've got some small arms fire going off. Yeah, that's the... sounded like carbines. Right, that makes me feel a lot better. I think actually I've been still having some suppressive fire going in on the church tower that I've forgotten about. Yeah, another casualty for those guys getting shot through the windows. Because we've still got some bodies there, and yeah, see, I had a HQ unit in the church as well, or have one because they're still there. But, yeah. And how did we do up here? Actually, there was quite a bang. What? So... might need to explain to me what happened here. So I've got the trees on, there's nothing there. It's just an air burst? What? Let's try and catch that shell. I want to see if... So it looks like it might have gone... The mortar's okay. It looks like it might have gone through these two guys. And that's activated the HE filler. And then it's exploded here. Really? Yeah, I'm not 100% sure what's going on with that, but... Jackson doesn't get any more shots off, so... So, let's just check this. That Panther sort of knows it's there, because it's got the spotting icon. And it should be able to see it, but it's not. The Tiger gets into this position, spots it immediately. Jackson doesn't appear to see the Tiger. These definitely sound like little carbines. Yeah. But there, yeah, there goes that Jackson. That's cool. We can bring up another one of these squads. I've got another squad and a half track. Bring them up, and then we can clear out this area a little bit more. We'll just stop these guys where they are. They've got a lot more firepower than those. This will be like a little scout team or something. The Hellcat has gotten away, but we'll just cruise around with the tanks, do a bit of leapfrogging, and sort that out. And then we can get back to killing things in the village. Let's make sure I haven't missed anything else. Cool. Oh, yep, up you come. You can actually see them. Oh, the Panther can. Yeah. Go get him. Just turn that one to face that way a little bit. Can we? Oh, we can actually see with the mortar enough to get some mortar fire down there. So we'll hold off with the infantry attack, or just until we get into position with the infantry. At least we can have a bit of mortar fire going on. Let's get that MG in there. These guys are now set up. That's a dead half track. That's a dead half track. That one's okay. These guys are moving up with no problems. Because we now need more bodies in here. That's cool. Yeah. And we're going to have to feed another platoon in at some point, but I really want to make sure, obviously, you know, I want to make sure that Hellcat's gone. God, I'm an idiot. But yeah, apart from that, yeah, bye-bye. Bye-bye, Mr. Hellcat. I am a little bit cautious here as well about the possibility of AT guns in here. Getting some flanking fire. Because I know he's had at least one, which he had, yeah, there it is. He had it hidden down in the sunken road and was pushing it up to try and engage. Obviously we don't want that. But there's some relatively good angles going on there, so I'm not too bothered. Part of me wants to push the tanks up to help exploit, and another part of me wants to say, how about no? Yeah, let's just actually reverse this Panther back over here, and we'll push it round in total safety on the reverse slope, and then bring it up with the infantry. Then we have some, you know, a bit of concentricity going on. Right, let's go on that front.